Hello, people. Welcome to Main Event Boxing Talk. And I'm your host, Nathan, and I've got Tom with me. Hello, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing quite well, and I hope you are too. The same for Spencer.
How are you, Spencer? Hello, Spencer.
He's still connecting.
Oh,
He's
still
connecting to audio. Yeah, he's connecting to audio.
Okay, yeah. It's slow Zoom thing. Right, we'll make a start. I've got a list here. Hello, Spencer. Oh, he's still on mute. He's still on mute. I think he's muted himself. Hello, Spencer.
What's going on?
How are you, mate?
Hey, there he is.
All right.
Apart from the Linares fight, what other fight was there last week? I can't remember.
There was the Filipino
Nope.
Flash.
Okay.
Bonito.
Let's start with Anito. What a spectacular knockout that was.
Well, he's always dangerous. He always has been. You know, his last fight was it against Murata, the Japanese champion, and he almost won that fight. And he damaged that guy pretty bad. But he lost the decision.
It was a new way. It was a new way.
Right. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up. But it was a good fight. But he had a bad injury from that fight, didn't he? Inoue?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the force of his punch. He's always been a big puncher.
And he came down for the tournament.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, you know, props to him, right? I mean, he at his age to do what he did in that division, great for him.
And he got two rematches potentially.
Jeez. He keeps producing, doesn't it? I mean,
say
I
that
knew
again.
Carry on.
No, you carry on. You said something.
Then we had big news the week before because we didn't do a podcast. So we got Errol Spence. We haven't against Pacquiao. We haven't discussed this yet, have we? No.
I thought we did.
Oh, sorry. We'll move on. We did, yes. So next, Linares loses to Haney on unanimous decision. I thought this was just a learning experience for Haney because he's still green. So it's probably the right fight at the right time.
I would agree with you on that. I think it was a good learning experience for him to be in with a guy like that and get wobbled and survive.
Yeah.
And, you know, I thought he lost the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you think, Spencer? What did you think of the last 3 rounds of that fight?
Well, do you think he was winning the 10th round before he got hit? Because he got hit at the end and got wobbled.
Yeah,
so a lot of people keep in mind of that.
Yeah, I would say he was ahead at that point. But what
Because
people
remember, he got hit and walked to the corner. So if we're gonna base him losing the round just on that one punch alone, then yeah, he could have probably won the last. You could say he won the last 3 rounds. And he was like really, he got hit, got hurt. He said he wasn't, but he got hit, got hurt, and was not trying to like jeopardize the win. So he kind of like lost the last 3 rounds.
So how do you think he would do against Tank if he went up to fight Tank?
I think Tank would be more engaging if he did hurt him, if he did catch up with him. I mean, Haney's decent, but I think I don't know. It's also the level of people that he could bring in to help him get better. Tank probably is surrounded by better people in his sparring camps and stuff like that, where Haney might not. So at the moment, I think Tank is better. If he was to hit him like Linares did, he would attack him better. He would. Well, it was at the end of the round, but
Right.
he would have jumped on him in the 11th and been able to stop him in that next round. He would have had youth on his side or whatever. Tio is another one that I wouldn't mind seeing because Tio, so far, he kind of fades in fights. So
right. Let's move on to the WBA mess very quickly. Don King,
God.
WBA, Spencer put this up. So explain what's going on, Spencer, with this.
Well, what?
The Don King suing the WBA.
Don King just wants to be relevant. That's all.
Wasn't Lovejoy his fighter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. He was.
And was Lovejoy his fighter for the fight that he lost?
Yeah. Well, no. That Don King was trying to get an injunction for that fight. Remember?
Right, because he was splitting. And that's why I think he announced his retirement and then came back, maybe. I don't know. But Don King didn't have no involvement with the Chaw fight. And I think that's why he got mad. Because Chaw is not a Don King fighter. Brian and I think somebody else is a Don King fighter.
Yeah, the guy who what's his name? He's a big guy. He's heavy. He knocked out.
Stavern is a Don King fighter. So when he had
No, not
Brian
Stavern.
fight
That's another
Stavern.
guy. The guy who knocked Stavern out.
Listen, who?
Trevor Bryan. Trevor Bryan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trevor Bryan is a Don King fighter. And when Don King had the Trevor Bryan for the Vern fight, that was for the WBA title because Chaw was champion in recess. And it couldn't have been for the regular. I mean, it was for the interim, right?
Right.
And it couldn't have been for the title, right? Because Chaw was still a champ or whatever. Chaw became champion in recess. They graduated him. The Chaw Lovejoy fight was deemed or was labeled a championship fight. And that's what Don King is basing the lawsuit on. Because the Chaw versus Lovejoy fight was deemed a championship fight. He's saying the WBA had appointed Chaw his status back without letting Bryan fight for the title first.
Yeah, but what what right does he have to tell a sanctioning organization?
Listen. He asked what the lawsuit was about. I'm just giving you what
Oh
he's
no,
trying
I'm
to
just
sue
making
for.
discussion here. I'm not. You're not the bad guy. We're just
Yeah.
having a
I
discussion.
don't like. He's trying to make himself, I guess, relevant. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I guess we can move on because that Don King isn't
he's
relevant.
not enticing the new crop of fighters to sign with him, and whoever signs with him is desperate anyway. So
That's right.
Right, we've got the Mayweather Logan Paul. I can't believe I'm saying this. Logan Paul card, which has got one or two good fights. We'll talk about the one or two fights. George,
what's the one or two good fights on it?
Jarrett Hurd is fighting Lewis Arias.
That's the good fight.
Yeah,
That's the
that
one.
is good.
That's the
a good
one
fight.
good fight. That one is okay.
Yeah, he should win. Jarrett Hurd should win this comfortably. Badger Jack is fighting some guy called Derwin Kalina because what's his John Pascal failed a drugs test.
Yeah, is this
This is a replacement fight.
I'm not talking about the Badu Jack fight. The Jarrett Hurd fight, is that at 160, right?
I don't know. I didn't
Let
look.
me check while I'm here. While I've
Go
got
ahead.
the page
Nathan is going to check.
event.
You know, he should be up there.
It's
'cause
a light heavyweight. No, that's so. What? Ooh, I've got the wrong bloody thing.
Junior middleweight or what?
I'm an idiot. Oh, no, I've got the wrong bloody thing. Yeah, so Lou Arias. That's a middleweight, yeah, 10 round. It's only a 10 round.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Jarrett Hurd made the jump to 160. He was a big guy.
He always was a big guy. You know, he was.
I don't
big.
know, man. Badu Jack is getting a new opponent, so gotta watch out for that.
No, this guy, mate, this guy's record is awful. Let me just quickly pull it up while I've got it.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all be thinking that matters. What's his record anyway?
His record
He's got
is
like 17 losses.
No, 15 and 0. No, Kalina is 15 and 0. He comes from Venezuela. He is the #1 Venezuelan light heavyweight. And all the people he's beaten all have very high losing and very low high winning records and very low losing records.
So you're saying he's got a padded
He's
record?
fighting a guy who's 39 and 20.
He has a Venezuelan record. Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a shit. It means it's a shit fucking.
Yeah,
record.
that's right. Yeah.
Let's be honest about it. It's a shit fucking record. So this will be an absolute piss poor. Piss poor, man.
It should be if Badu Jack was able to train for this guy for a little bit of time. Remember, he didn't have a lot of time.
No. but he should have enough in the locker to beat. And to be honest, this John Pascal should be stripped, and this should be made vacant. This fight.
Oh, they're gonna do that. That's just they're gonna do that.
So for me, this fight should be for the vacant.
But
this fight.
They better not have made. You know what is crazy too, because Badu Jack could probably have petitioned to make this a title fight.
He should have done, because this guy.
No, he should. Man, well, listen to you. You're saying that he should a fight between Badu Jack and this dude that they fight nobody should have been a title fight.
Because that's what the WBA did.
It shouldn't have been, but he could have.
Yeah. So
well, the fact is the matter is that Pascal's a cheat and he got caught.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And who knows how many other times he cheated and got away with it,
I'm not surprised with anybody doing anything in the gym, because if they in the gym with other people and they talking or whatever the case, like, I'm not surprised. No matter how much people be like, I ain't never taking nothing dirty. I'm like, all right. The loudest one's probably the ones that's doing it the most.
Well, Mia St. John came out and talked a whole lot about that. She performance enhancing drugs. And she says a lot of the guys are. They just don't get caught.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? It's just a fact of life. And Floyd was aware of it. He was calling Pacquiao a drug cheat. And to be honest with you, I spoke to somebody who's on the inside, and it was confirmed to me. I don't have evidence, but I'm telling you from somebody on the inside that coming up, Pacquiao, how did he come up from where he was? He used those performance enhancing drugs, and so did Eric Morales, and so did Marco. What's the name?
To the main event.
Manuel.
Juan Marquez.
Yeah, Marquez.
Well, yeah, his strength and conditioning coach is one of the head suspected big time PED guys.
Yeah.
Suppliers.
So it is in there. The guys are using them. So anyway, Nathan, you wanted to move.
The main event, right? For Mayweather against Logan Paul. Here are the rules. There's no judges scoring. There's no official winner. Fights won't go on professional records. No knockouts are allowed. Referee will stop the fight if needed. 12-ounce gloves. No headgear, and it's 8 3-minute rounds.
Oh my God! I mean, he didn't have those rules with McGregor, did he?
No, he didn't. No.
McGregor was a real fight.
This is not a real.
Well, okay, if you say so, but
on the record,
I think Floyd
it was on the record.
It says it will not go on the record. It won't go on.
That one was on his pro record. That's what I mean. When I mean real
so
fight.
the only way you can win is by knocking the fuck out of your opponent, basically.
I don't mean really a fight.
So it's pointless then.
Oh my God.
Yo, listen.
That's crazy.
Listen,
That's crazy,
the thing that they're gonna try to sell it on outside of Paul's fan base and followers or whatever, and this is probably why the Showtime is dropping it. Isn't it $50 for this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh God.
Yeah,
I
they're
would
dropping it below the usual price because they know a lot of Paul's fans is a little younger, so they don't want to set the price at a certain level.
This should really go on the professional records, in my opinion. You can't have, if he was so scared, why would he make it an exhibition? Like this, it makes no sense. When Mayweather knows he can knock this guy out any time he wants.
The guy's a big guy. I mean,
he's 6 foot.
Because if it's a pro fight, listen, if it's a pro fight, they gotta have rules. They not in the same weight class. They can't fight.
I know they can't, but what I'm saying is,
I mean, they could have probably escaped that, but
they could have put it on the professional record. Yeah, I know Mayweather's this guy's a cruiserweight, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they couldn't have did that. Like they couldn't have had a cruiserweight. Like nobody could have really sanctioned that.
No, he better weigh. He better weigh in with a hat. You got to get another hat to give him more weight.
The thing with Mayweather is that he could knock this guy out whenever he wants. No, he could
I
also.
would, yeah, if he connects right, he can. But
He
don't
gotta
forget,
hit him.
Floyd doesn't want to hurt his hands at this point. I mean, he's got brittle hands. Why would he want to hurt himself?
He
He's
could
gonna
just
hit him in
run
the
for 8
stomach.
rounds. So he's going to run around for 8 rounds from a guy who's got no skill.
He's going to soften him up in the body, is what he's going to do.
As soon as he feels a body shot, he'll go. It's not going to last more than 2-3 rounds.
I would think that, but I think the intrigue is the size difference. That's what probably Floyd and them is hoping makes it look intriguing because the guy is so much bigger than him. Floyd ain't never fight anybody.
So do you
this
think
much
he'll
bigger
just
than him.
run around for 8 rounds and just run around and hit him and the guy will hit him and then he'll just miss it?
No, Floyd doesn't run around that much. You know, he'll be able to block everything and stay on the inside. So
He'll
the
be able
guy
to see the
can't-
punches coming. So he can sit on the ropes
Yeah.
and laugh at him. Yeah, and hit him whenever he wants to in the body.
Yeah,
He ain't even got to sit on the
that's what's
ropes. He
gonna
can
happen.
stay right in the middle of the ring and just catch
That's
it
right.
before he connects.
that's right. So Floyd, I don't think is at a big risk. Everybody's saying, well, you know, he's big, he's strong.
Doesn't mean
If
anything.
he hits him,
No,
a big if. Yeah, it doesn't.
Right, let's.
Sean, no,
Sorry, Derek.
that's the only way that's intriguing is because when they look in the posters or when they
Yeah.
toe to toe, the size difference and it looks, oh wow, look at the size difference. Floyd might be in
David
trouble.
and Goliath. David
Yeah,
and
Floyd
Goliath.
might be in trouble. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
dude-
But we've seen it before. You look at Canelo and Callum Smith. You'd thought Callum Smith would batter him, wouldn't you? But no way. You know.
You would. Besides that, those dudes is both professional fighters. This
Yeah.
is totally different. Logan Paul tried to throw a punch the wrong way. Floyd gonna move without even having to actually move his feet.
But-
And Logan Paul gonna fall and trip and
Did
look
anybody
all
notice
stupid.
Floyd had hair? Floyd had a hair transplant recently.
You did?
Yeah.
That's why he got all that hair looking like an old man.
He looked ridiculous.
Oh.
He looked ridiculous.
That's
He looked
funny.
every part. He's 45 years, if not older.
That's funny.
Oh, you know, he could, God bless him, he could still bring in people and fill up a pay-per-view. That
Looking
is
Looking like
amazing.
he- So this
looking like
comes-
Roger.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
I
Crazy.
swear, if Roger Mayweather could see this, he'd be saying, Floyd, you fucking idiot. But you're a genius for doing this. Right.
I wonder if his father's gonna be there.
But, oh, God.
yeah, that's funny. Anyway,
Yeah,
Daniel
is
Dubois will
what
be
it is.
fighting Bogdan Dini for the WBA interim title. Oh, God.
I think Dubois and Hunter should fight next. But wait, no. Hunter's
No.
probably gonna fight the Chinese dude, I think.
Zhilei Zhang, yeah, Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fight him because those dudes is gonna be on Triller cards.
Yeah.
They gonna
I
be
have
on-
to be honest,
yeah.
Michael
They're gonna
Hunter
be on
would
that George
absolutely,
Kambosos card.
Hunter would kill Daniel Dubois at this point, right at this point in time. You know,
No, I made a mistake. It ain't Dubois.
No,
It's Zhilei Zhang.
Bogdan Diniu he's fighting, who's not that bad. He's not too bad. He's got a good jab. He lost to obviously Miller in 4 rounds a few years ago. He lost to Pulev. He's a good European level fighter.
This is a good comeback fight for this dude.
Yeah,
Because this is his first fight since the loss, so he had one before.
it's
before
his
this.
first fight since that loss.
Wow.
What do you guys
Yeah,
think about
this is a good stepping stone. I don't think it should be for no WBA
honest?
title,
Not at all.
whatever the thing is for. I don't think it should be for that. But it's a good comeback fight for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And he needs to test his injury now and see how he reacts to punches.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's a good match for him. Daniel Dubois has talent. He didn't have much of an amateur career, correct?
No, he had hard anyway. He's got a new coach though now, Shane McGuigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be.
Yeah, so he has to come up the ladder, but I wouldn't put him up with Michael Hunter right now.
No way.
Nah. I made a mistake. It's Zhilei Zhang that I'm thinking that Hunter gonna fight. But Listen,
I mean,
this is the
yeah.
fickleness of boxing fans. Daniel Dubois is a case in point. Daniel Dubois, as you just said, he don't have an amateur career. So you gotta put that into consideration. He has, if he does have an amateur career, it's very limited. So he's kind of learning on the job, right? But
Mhm.
he's taken steps that
He should
guys
be taken.
usually wouldn't have taken this soon into his boxing career, amateur and pro combined.
Look, the problem here, Spencer, is that Frank Warren doesn't know what he's doing. He's ruining this kid's career. He's ruining the kid's career. There's no other way forward.
But he's a promoter. He's supposed to promote the guy.
But Eddie Hearn, if Eddie Hearn was promoting, I'll tell you what, he would be taking it a lot slower than what Frank Warren.
Now let me ask you, why do you think you think?
Yes, I think he's taking it too fast.
Dylan White is fighting them strong guys that he probably could have waited to fight. I mean, he a little older, but as far as in his career, he was a kickboxer. He was a kickboxer, so that was.
Yeah, he's a different case. Dubois is young. Why would you corrupt someone's career this early and ruin it before they've even started? It's not right. Somebody should grab him. He's got this new trainer. One of his new trainers say, look, you need to leave Frank Warren and go to a proper promoter like an Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn could make this kid a real star. Frank Warren's not going to.
But how would he be making him a real star, Eddie Hearn?
By giving him the right fights at the right time, not fighting people who are Olympic silver medalists.
Like what? I'm sorry, say that again.
By making him fight people who are silver medalists who are already world level. You can't he's only beaten like domestic people. Nobody good.
Now let me just say this about that Joe Joyce fight. He was winning that fight.
I know he was.
Yes, he was.
I know he was. Yeah, but he lost.
He was winning that fight. So like, if he didn't get his eye broken, he would have won the fight.
He would have done. But what I'm saying, unfortunately for him, I mean, he's good. He's got this title fight. If he wins this fight, he will be the #1 contender for the Trevor Bryan. Bryan's belt. Which is a good move.
Yeah, that's why I said now this fight is bugged out that the new versus Dubois coming off of losses for this high of a level of an eliminator. But aside from the Joe Joyce loss, what fight do you think he shouldn't have been matched in?
I think he should have had an opponent like Dinu before he had an opponent like Joyce.
Aside from the Joyce fight, take him aside because you said Warren ruined his career and you're basing it on the one Joyce fight.
No, I'm basing it on his whole career.
So aside from the Joyce fight.
He looked shit in his fight against Kevin Johnson, right? I know a lot of people look shit against Kevin Johnson, but really he needed 3 or 4 more fights like the Kevin Johnson fights for him to get ready. And he wasn't ready. In my opinion,
Danu is no pushover.
I know he's not. He's a good fighter.
He's a strong puncher, and he's what is he? A southpaw, right?
So, yeah, but if he loses this fight, he could lose this fight.
I'm not saying he's back.
He could lose.
That's the main thing. Because Kell Brook was never the same after the injury either.
Only good thing about this fight is the fact he's 23 and it's for an interim belt. They're the only 2 good things about this fight. That he can get he's getting a shortcut to the world title, and this is his shortcut.
Now, the guys that's up ahead of him are not really, I wouldn't say tough challenges.
No.
Like Trevor Bryan and Manuel Charr, although Manuel Charr stopped the greatest to go.
Trevor Bryan,
the highest percentage of KOs, yeah.
Trevor
Tijuana, the highest percentage of KOs in Tijuana.
Manuel Charr versus Trevor Bryan. I think that I get what you're saying because like right now he's at a position where he's going to have to compete against guys at like Joyce level or
so if he gets the world title. But it's like if he does win this fight like he should, and if he was to fight Trevor Bryan, he should beat Trevor Bryan. But Trevor Bryan's not that bad. If he got into a bit better shape, he's got a good punch on him, Trevor Bryan. So he could be dangerous, You never underestimate this guy. I think Trevor Bryan's got talent. But he's not.
I got that. That's how I said, so maybe him fighting Danu is a good test to see if he's ready to come back. But after that fight, he might, like you said, want to fight
Trevor Bryan.
Hellenius instead of Char. Maybe.
I think Char is an easier fight, much easier fight than Trevor Bryan.
I mean, instead of Bryan, not Char.
Yeah, Trevor Bryan's dangerous.
I meant Bryan, because Bryan and Char I think they're gonna fight. I think Don King gonna get his way in,
Yeah.
and get Bryan to fight Char and make it for the
But
regular.
Frank Warren has targeted this belt because he knows it's the only world title that he could probably win. He had have a high probability to win, so that's why they do it. It's good promoting. It's the best thing Frank
Well,
Warren's done.
Frank Warren got a belt now.
Oh yeah, of course he has. What I meant is someone who's not the finished article. With Daniel Dubai, he's building a star, whereas
Yeah,
Fury was already established, wasn't it? So,
yeah. I got it. He could like be proud of the way he helped the
it's
guy
his boy,
get
isn't
a
it? It's his
title.
boy, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he's helping Joyce too. He's helping Joyce go the route too.
Yeah,
Joyce,
but Joyce should.
but he's
be
more
next in line.
established. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But Joyce should really be in line for this. Should be Joyce fighting for this title. But because of the WBA fuck up, no one's really, you know.
I think Joyce was waiting because Joyce is highly ranked in all of them, but I think Joyce was waiting on what AJ and Fury was going to happen to see if he was going to fight Usyk. But
When really he should wait.
Right.
He should fight Joyce again. He should fight for the WBA title if he gets the chance to
Now
fight
Joyce. Yeah, no, Joyce versus Trump Bryan.
No, he should. What I'm saying is he should fight whoever wins out of those fights. So if he gets the chance to fight Dubai again, he should. If it's for a world title, you know, even if it's this regular belt. Gets the chance.
Well, you know, all of this is going to depend on Dubois actually continuing to win.
Yeah.
He's probably about 4 fights away from a title shot. I mean, look, if he goes against any of those top 10, top 15 guys, he's going to have a fight on his hands.
So
Without question.
If he wins this belt,
a hard fight on his hands.
If he wins this belt and he does happen to fight Trevor Bryan or whoever the regular champion, Frank Warren will milk that title. Find all the
How do you think he would do against somebody like Garcia Dubois?
I think he would lose, to be honest, based on what I've seen of Garcia.
Yeah, there are a lot of big punchers coming up right now.
You know, and his face can't take too many hard shots, can it? We know that now.
Yeah, that's the thing that we got to see how his face is healed, how hard that shot was.
Well, maybe it would be good for him to learn not to stop punches with his face.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. But also, if he does win this title tomorrow and go on and win the full title, he will be having easy defense after easy defense. I've got a funny feeling.
Let me ask you, when Brooke had the surgery after the G fight, right? They said they put a plate in his face.
Yeah, metal plate, yeah.
Right.
Right?
That's right, yeah.
And then when Spence broke the other side, they put the other plate. So he got like a plated face. Now, does that make his face weaker or stronger?
I don't know.
Well, it's supposed to, I can answer that. It's supposed to reinforce the area where there were the fractures, okay? So I don't think it actually makes it weaker or stronger. It just prevents the fracture from getting worse. You know, they repair as much as the fracture as they can, and then they let it heal. But to me, if I was a fighter and I had an injury like that, and I don't know if Billy Joe actually had that injury because we don't have any X-rays, we don't have any medical reports. And he looked really good 2 weeks after the fight. I mean,
the
his
picture
eye
they
looked good.
just show, right? The picture.
Yeah, he looks real good.
I know, it's like he don't even look like it's swollen or red or like
he's got metal in his face then. Okay.
But the point is that you know, maybe more of a psychological thing. I mean, if you're going to get hit there, it's not going to help you with the blow, okay? And you know, there's that psychological factor that it could collapse it again and make it even worse. It could kill you.
He really.
I got that.
You know, for me, if he wins this fight tomorrow and goes on and wins the world title, makes a few defenses, he should then he should make 1 or 2 defense, then have a big fight, and then get out. Because I don't think he's got that long left in his career because of that fracture. You know, I'm being honest.
Yeah, if he could jump and fight the Bryan Char winner, get that,
Make a
And by
few
that time,
defenses.
AJ might be looking for an opponent. Why not get
Yeah.
a domestic opponent and he pick the one to walk it?
And then have a
Right
big
off the
fight
bat.
against Joshua or Fury, then walk away.
Yeah,
While he's still a young man and while he's still got his eyes up. You know,
yeah.
he's only got a short career now, hasn't he? Because that shortened his career by several
I don't think if he had a choice of Fury and AJ, I think he'd probably want to fight AJ
Yeah.
because he'll
More
get
money.
more money fighting AJ.
But we know this kid's never going to be an elite fighter. We know that now. You know, we know if he wins the world title, he should take it, grab it with both hands, and just
Nah. He, to me, the best we could see out of him, but he got the injury so early in his career, so we might.
If he'd not had the injury, I'd say he goes to the top. But because of this injury,
he might get to the Dylan White level.
Yeah, but that remains to be seen. You know, I don't think Dubai has that same heart that White has. You know.
Yeah, White is older. You know,
he's a Jamaican man.
Yeah,
his hunger might be a little bit more so. Dubois got hit with a hard punch, like we said. He didn't have
early in his career,
amateur career, so that might have been the hardest punch he ever got hit with. And he was like, wait a minute.
Right. In other news,
this is serious.
Yeah, you
Mike
could
Tyson
die.
said everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Exactly. In other news, Ajit Kabir will be fighting the old journeyman Kevin Johnson. Oh God!
Yeah, the aforementioned KJ.
What is going on with Ajit Kabir? Since he beat Chisora, he's done nothing. He's won the European belt, done nothing. He's such a talented fighter, and they're just wasting his career away fighting people like Kevin Johnson.
He got to get opponents that want to fight him.
No, because he's so dangerous. That's why, because he's got a bit of talent, isn't he? No one wants to fight people.
I mean, if he...
Yeah, well, you just answered your own question.
Some people, some people he going to have to wipe away with. But then, Hrgovic might not want to fight him because but
there's no value. He's got no value to his name.
Right. And Kabaya might not want to fight Hrgovic. Same reason. Like his name ain't big enough for me right now at this career because Kabaya is probably looking for a payday or a renowned fight. Well, I think he'll take a Dylan White fight.
Well, he beat Chisora, right?
I think he could beat Dylan White. I think he's good enough to beat Dylan White. I've always suspected
he beat Chisora. I mean, Kevin Johnson, he should be able to go through him very easily.
Yeah.
So,
last time he fought before this,
he fought. Let me look.
Lazaridis.
Yeah, that's about a year ago.
Evgenios Lazaridis.
That's a year ago.
The guy had a 16-1 record when they fought.
He was the Roma Fury opponent. Remember?
Yeah.
Right. He was. And now Fury has an opponent. Whoa.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah, man. That's going to be interesting because Deontay looks sleek and fast right now.
Yeah. I really don't want to see this fight again.
Tyson Fury went back to. They were showing pictures of him having to go to the airport and go back to the UK with the kids and his wife.
Yeah, well, he shut his social media down because he needs to concentrate now.
I'm like, it's only 6 weeks away, so right, it's about what 56 days, 57 days.
You know what's funny? I think we're looking at Deontay. I think he's been training for a long time. He looks in really good shape, and so he got the rematch. And I think he's right now. If they had a fight today, I think Fury would be huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
So to get through that fight, so he better get down and get serious. And it looks like he is because he said, "I'm disappearing off of social media. I'm not answering any messages. I gotta concentrate," which is good. So the good times are over.
There's a real possibility that Fury could lose this. I'm not saying he will, but he could.
But the crazy thing about this, and this is like, so they're not going to promote this fight at all, huh?
Well, it's already being promoted. There's buzz on it just for the fact that it's a rematch. But
nobody really wants
to.
I got you. But they're not doing no tour and nothing like that.
But guys, I'm not being horrible. Who really wants to see this fight? Everybody wanted.
I
we
would
knew the
see
fight
it.
was- Yeah, but
I would watch it.
look, Wilder's a great. I love watching Wilder fight. I like him.
That's
always
the
liked
thing, because if he could land that right hand, it's over.
It's over, yeah. But then maybe Fury does it quicker this time. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's a whole different circumstance with him. I didn't like his focus the past few months with him partying and having beers and all that stuff. He looks like he's staying in shape and he's hitting the bag, but that doesn't mean he was really, he kind of looks like he stayed in shape.
Yeah.
But now he's losing weight. He's getting down to it because Deontay is no walk in the park.
No, but if you fight a guy who's an angry man, an angry Alabaman like him, God Jesus, you've got to be prepared. Because if he smacks you with that right hand, it's over. Bang, bang.
Yeah, angry or not, Deontay Wilder is a very dangerous man.
He's also a good athlete who's always in shape. That's the difference.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So you got to be on the top of your game if you're going to get in the ring with him because he can put your lights out right away.
Yeah.
and regardless of the negative press, he has heart.
Oh yeah,
But
he brought that on himself.
he's not a very skillful fighter, is he? Let's be honest, his skill level ain't that high. It never has been, it never will be. But you don't need when you've got a right.
Rocky Marciano wasn't a skilled boxer.
No, he's got more skill than Marciano ever had. Obviously.
I mean,
See,
Marciano
this is
didn't
the
start
thing.
fighting until he was 26 years old, man, and won a
Listen, this-
title while he was 30.
This is another thing. With wow, that's news to me.
What's
What you
news
just
to you?
told me.
Oh yeah,
The with Wilder
it's an Italian thing,
this-
man.
going into the yeah. I figured you would know more. You would be more funny. Going into the second fight, after he dropped Wilder, Fury in the last one, he was like, "Yo, I knocked him out." So his mindset was, all I gotta do is touch him, right? One time.
No.
Going into the second fight, that was Wilder's mindset. Like, because he says it, he got to be perfect for 36 minutes, only got to be perfect one time,
Exactly.
So that's his mindset. That was going into the second fight. And, he might have not been ready to work on other things to be able to set it up. Him changing, him maybe having a different focus, and him trying to not just rely on being perfect for just 1 second, then it might be a different fight.
All right, guys, we've run out of time now. We will be back next week.
All right, man.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
See you
All right,
guys.
no doubt.
Bye.
Later.
Enjoy the fight.